true Muslims too. We're gonna hear from John his experience as a Muslim, and we're gonna also listen from Rizky Kafrawi, a Muslim with Indonesian heritage. Um, okay, so John, usually in the first half an hour we talk about ourselves and your experience, and then the next whatever the rest of the time we're gonna talk about our friends in Indonesia, and they can ask questions. You can answer as well. John,
Hey.
the time yours, and please tell us who you are and how do you come to Islam.
Oh, that's a tough one. Hi, I'm John. I live in Minnesota in the United States. Um, yeah, that's it. So, I don't know. I came to Islam because I learned Arabic when I was younger. So I was lucky because I was able to read Quran, unlike most people. So after I was able to read Quran, I met lots of nice Muslims, and yeah, I guess I met really good people who happen to be Muslim, and that intrigues me. So between that and the language of the Quran, I guess I decided it was the right thing for me. So and then after I tried fasting one Ramadan, I was hooked. So yeah, so that's about it.
Okay. Uh, could you recall when was that in your lifetime when you were interested in Islam?
Oh, that was when I was when I was much younger in my 20s. I'm 40 now, so that was in my 20s when I was college age. Is when I learned Arabic.
Okay. So what was your impression of the Quran at that time?
That's a good question. It's my impression at the time was that it was I don't know because the only comparison I had would have been the Bible at the time. So it was a completely different document. It was a much more holistic and complete document, and certainly much more beautiful because the Bible is a very strange, written by many people over a long period of time. So the Quran really struck me as a much more direct and straightforward text, and especially the language too. Once someone can, once you can understand the language and listen to the recitation, then it takes on a whole new level of meaning that like a text like the Bible just doesn't have. So the Quran, I think, speaks much more to the heart than the other traditions do.
Wonderful. Uh, and then what happened after that? You went abroad, right?
Yeah, in fact, yeah, I traveled to Morocco for several months, which was a wonderful experience because one of the challenges we have here is there are very few Muslims and it's not a big part of the culture, which can be good sometimes too, but um, it's a lot different when you're in a majority Muslim country. And one of the things I really loved was just being able to hear the azan, which is it's beautiful, beautiful language, and being able to hear that and have Islam be part of the daily life was really changed things for me, and made me want to be part of that. So
Mhm, mhm. It's such a beautiful story.
it is. Plus,
Rizky,
Muslims have better food too.
that's true. Yeah. Okay. Rizky, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us what does it mean for you to be a Muslim, and what is your experience like to be a Muslim?
Um, well, to be a Muslim for me is to live by a set of morals. Personally, that's just what it means to be a Muslim for me. I feel like religion in general is more like a guideline of how you should live your life. Um, and my personal experience as a Muslim, let's see. Well, okay, so I'm still technically in high school, and so, in high school, people like to party, people like to do stupid things, but I try to abstain from all those things because first of all, it's kind of pointless. Second of all, most of it definitely goes against my religion. So I feel like as a Muslim in America, you have to have more self-restraint and principles than your friends, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna go back to John.
Yo.
John, can you tell us your community over there in Minnesota?
The
What
Muslim
kind
community.
of, yeah, the Muslim community? Can you tell us about the Muslim community there?
Yeah, I can a little bit. It's I guess the Muslim community here is almost entirely made up of immigrants. So mostly around here, I mean, we have very, very few Indonesians, unfortunately. Most of the Muslims here are from India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, mostly from Southwest Asia. Which so culturally, it's mostly like Pakistani Indian people. But we're also much more spread out. You know, there are very few masajid in the area. So we have to drive further to get to places. But yeah, mostly like very, very few converts around here. Very few like entirely.
So the majority are Pakistani.
Yeah, Pakistani and Indians. Yeah, the vast majority actually here. And actually, we also
South
have
Asian.
yeah.
Are they are there enough are many or less African American Muslims?
We don't have not that I've seen, not that the masjid I go to. We have a lot of Somali immigrants as well.
Hmm.
But the Somali community tends to stay at most of the Somali community goes to their own like Somali mosques in the area. So we don't, like I said, mostly we get a lot of Somalis, but mostly like Pakistanis and Indians.
Rizky, I believe you went to the mosque today. Can you tell us your mosque experience, your observation about mosque in Rochester area?
Well, I feel like this is kind of an obvious statement, but most of them were people of color. You didn't really see too many Caucasian or white people around there. And it's weird because normally you would see more, I don't know, I feel like there's not really that many people of Southeast Asian descent in Rochester, so you didn't really see too many people that were Indonesian. Like there was a couple people, but not as much as if you went to a bigger city, I would say.
I'm going to go back to John. John, what activities does the mosque offer?
Oh gosh, the local masjid offers a lot of activities because, again, the hard part for us is, I mean, the Muslim identity is very difficult for us since we are, most of our interactions on a day-to-day basis are with non-Muslims. I mean, or even with people who know nothing about Islam. So the local masjid offers classes every day. All day long they'll offer like after Fajr, like tafsir. They do evening classes almost every day of the week. We do a lot of stuff for young folks too. Because a really hard part for us is for kids. Kids who are growing up in Muslim families, they spend half of the day at school in a school where there aren't any other Muslims. So a lot of it is just at the local masjid, is just activities to try to build a sense of solidarity and identity as a Muslim, since, like I said, there's so few other Muslims around in daily life here. But, and then inshallah, of course, we're going to have, Ramadan is coming, so it's going to be, Taraweeh prayers, and we're going to have lots of iftar meals at the masjid, inshallah, and, all of that stuff. So we're going to go into, we're going to have a lot more activities over the next month, inshallah.
I think it's very common even in Rochester too. The activities are basically catering toward the need to educate Muslims basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what are the challenges for you, John, living in America as a Muslim?
All of them. I guess yeah, we have a lot of challenges here. I guess a big part is, I guess most people in this country are very aware of, like, Christmas, or even, Hanukkah, like the Jewish holidays. But people are just don't know anything about, Muslim holidays, even Ramadan, which, most calendars don't have Ramadan on them. They'll always talk about Christmas and Hanukkah, but never talk about Ramadan. So a big part of it is just, I guess, awareness. And a big part of the challenge we have here too is just like salat, like trying to work prayer into daily life, especially at work. It's very difficult because most workplaces just have never done that before. So they're not used to it, and there's no space for that, and oftentimes there's no time for that in this country to actually take a break from work and do your daily prayers. So that's probably the biggest challenge. Is just like I said, just like the daily routine, the prayers every day, just trying to find time and space to be able to do that.
Right, right. Okay, yeah, I think I can relate to that. Rizky, what are for me the most difficult part is to just find a halal restaurant. In Indonesia we can eat wherever. And in America it's a little bit complicated. Rizky, can you tell us your challenges as a Muslim, whether at school or in places where you are into?
Um, well, I feel like, yeah, kind of, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of the lines of what John said. It's hard to find time to pray, and like you said, it's kind of hard to find places to eat too that are halal. Um, and at the same time, it's kind of hard to, because people, I don't know, for Americans, it's hard to keep track of other cultures that aren't really familiar to them because they like to generalize a lot. So sometimes it's hard to explain to them like certain aspects of your religion because they'll get it confused with others. Like I've been asked so many times if I could eat beef or not that I'm like I've lost count. And yes, we can clearly eat beef, but like they just don't know that. What? Okay, my pretty much my point is they have trouble differentiating Islamic practices from like other religions, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has to do with the way Muslim thinks and the way Americans think. Because for Muslims, Muslims would be very conscious about the choices they make in terms of food, in terms of where to pray and things like that. In America, as a secular country, people don't necessarily think about what they need to eat, or whether they need to pray on the daily basis, right? Yeah, that is very interesting characterization of challenges Muslims face in America. Okay, I'm gonna turn the table. I'm gonna invite questions from Indonesia. Busri, please ask questions.
Uh, Hello, Assalamualaikum, Mr. John. How are you? Nice to see you. It's real nice to hear your story, your wonderful story, and I I believe that it's real hard to live in non-Muslim country, as we in our country ourselves have some difficulties, such as if when we are working in non-Muslim countries, we also have difficulty in doing our daily prayer. We have to find, we have to do maybe in the last hour to do our prayer when we are working in non-Muslim company. Yeah, yeah, that is some problem that we have to face when we are work in that company. But that's not all. uh, what else? Yeah. Sorry, I am really confused to ask you. Uh, do you have any children?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Do you have any children?
Yeah, we have two.
How old are they? Are them?
A 16-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl.
16 years old boy and 8 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah, girl.
Sorry, girl. Uh, are they school in uh, non-Muslim school? Yeah, public.
Yeah, the public schools. The boy goes to a public school. He's in high school here, and then the girl, she goes to a Catholic, Christian Catholic school.
Mm. Is that okay for them? Yeah. School
Yeah, it's good.
in
Yeah.
yeah. Do they have difficulties in doing their activities in their non-Muslim schools, like Catholic school?
No, I mean not really, because she's only 8, so she doesn't have to do anything if she doesn't want to.
Oh, okay.
So for her right now, it's no big deal.
Okay. 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 Uh, Maybe I should think some other questions, but maybe Rizky, you can talk with us.
Okay.
What's your difficulties in your college? Sorry, in your school life? Do you have any difficulties in doing your activities, prayer, your daily prayer,
Um,
and
in prayer, yeah, I guess kind of. I mean, I have to um I can't really pray in school, so I end up just praying when I get home. But I bring food. I bring my lunch to school, so I don't have to buy the school lunch. I mean, even if I could, I probably wouldn't because it tastes terrible, or so I've heard. So
so you don't like your school food?
no, it's kind of bad.
What
Okay,
is your
Lala.
sorry?
Let me move to Lala and then go back to Musli again. Lala,
Okay.
where is Lala?
Hello.
Hey, Lala. Can you do you have any questions for John or for Rizky?
Uh, I wanna know how far, yeah, the mosque from your house for doing Tarawih and activity in the Ramadan. Can you tell me?
Yeah, well, for me here in Minnesota, it's the masjid. I'd say it's about a 30-minute drive from where we are now, which is kind of far. So it makes it hard for us in Ramadan, to go to Taraweeh. It can be a real challenge because we have to drive that far, especially now when the days are so long that it can be really hard to get any sleep at all because if we have to drive an hour each way, then it makes it hard to go for every night for Taraweeh. It's almost impossible for some of us because if we drive both ways and go for Taraweeh, basically that means we don't sleep. Because when we get home, it's time for suhoor, and then fajr, and then we can only get a couple hours sleep that way. So usually for us, we can only do tarawih like on the weekends when we have time during the day to take a nap.
So you will doing tarawih in your house with your family?
Yeah, so usually we do it in the house. It's just much easier.
Yeah. And then what kind of activity in America that you always do in your
Free time?
place?
Oh, free time? I don't know. I mean, the same things other people do. For us, it's in our free time we mostly spend time with family. So we, I mean, for where we are, we do like a lot of bicycle riding. And we're lucky too because we have like a lot of forest, like wooded areas here. So we often go for hikes in the woods and do a lot of camping in the summertime too.
That activity you will doing it when you are fasting?
Much less, not much. Mostly it's whatever we can do sitting down. So yeah, just mostly reading Quran and trying to be better Muslims during Ramadan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but for us here in where we live, I think it's about 17 hours between Fajr and Maghrib.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it can be very, very long days here.
So what time is the sahur time, John?
Like 3 o'clock basically.
Oh my.
3 a.m. usually.
3 a.m.
And then Maghrib is going to be 9 o'clock or just after 9 o'clock during Ramadan. So so we can't you have to kind of take it easy up here.
Right. Well, it will be a lot of reward, John.
Yeah, inshallah, I hope so.
Terus apa lagi ya? Apa lagi? How long you will fasting in America?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
I already read an article that in America will very long for doing such a fasting in America.
Oh, I can't hear it. There's too much noise.
Oh yeah, how long you will fasting in America?
How long have I been?
Yeah, how many times?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe I know it's been when I started fasting. I remember I think Ramadan was in October. So maybe how many years has that been? I don't remember. Like 10 years maybe?
No.
So maybe
Apa sih? Mulai you will fasting at
when you
what
start
time?
fasting?
what time? Oh, early. I think Fajr's sorry. I can't. It's very noisy. I can't hear. It's I think Fajr's around like what, 4 o'clock right now, so very early.
And when will you end it?
About 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Right about. In about 20 minutes is when Maghrib is. So 9 o'clock in the morning your time.
So long. Because in Indonesia you will fasting for only 12 hours in a day.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, it will be so hard for you.
Well, we've got lots of practice, so.
Yeah, good, very good. Apalagi ya? Next atuh.
Ask Rizky question.
Oh yeah, Rizky. Do you wanna come to Indonesia again to fasting in Indonesia?
Maybe to fast. I don't know if to stay.
You should prepare for your college life, ya.
Yeah, I have to prepare for that.
Uh, what kind of preparation that already you do for your college life? Uh, it's near
Uh,
to Lebaran.
well, I mean, what do you mean?
No. I just skip.
You mean persiapan? Like what have I been doing?
Yeah.
Okay, sleeping. A lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep. A lot of
Oh,
sleep.
only sleep.
Yep, just all the time. Sleeping.
Wow. Hmm, apa lagi ya? Bingung.
Okay,
Uh,
Busri, and Lala can prepare questions now. Busri time.
yeah, oke. Halo, Mr. John.
Hello.
I want to ask you, is the fasting time has started yet?
No, Sunday inshallah, or Sunday night inshallah is Ramadan starts.
Okay. We are here in Indonesia. We'll start our fasting time at Wednesday. Sorry, Monday. Sorry, at
Yeah. So yeah.
6
So for us
June.
too, Monday will be the first day of fasting for us.
Okay. I hope we can do this fasting time apa ya dengan lancar tuh Pak, Ibu lancar.
Do you
Uh,
uh do you work for do you work or are you in school right now?
I'm working at Mrs. Athens Foundation.
Oh, okay. So is that a Muslim foundation?
Yes, it
So
is.
are you able to take like breaks and stuff for prayers and
Uh, sorry, can you repeat that?
are you so is it easy for you? Are you able to take breaks for prayers and
Yeah, this is really easy for us. We can do our prayers. Uh,
do you have during Ramadan do you have like a short work day?
yeah, we have. Uh, we cut our work hours to prepare for making Ramadan food.
Oh,
uh,
nice.
yeah, maybe 1 hour before, maybe at 4, we have to going home, and I have to go on to making for Ramadan food. uh, what else? Every Ramadan is the interesting month.
Yeah.
In every years, we can meet lots of people in the mosque, and it's really exciting. Uh, is there any experience that you want to share with us when you're first doing taraweh and fasting?
What's that?
Yeah,
Oh.
your first experience when you're doing your fasting time and
Oh. Gosh, I don't
others.
remember. It's been a long time for me. Like I said, maybe 10 years. So I'm not sure. I don't really remember. I just remember when I started fasting, the days were much shorter. So as since I become Muslim, the fasting the days get longer and longer. So,
It's maybe it's really difficult. uh,
The
I hope
reward
you.
the reward is greater, John.
yeah. I hope.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, amin. um, there's a funny experience when I was doing my taraweh in here in Indonesia. Uh, because in the first day, maybe until 20 days, the mosque will be very full of people doing taraweh.
Yeah.
But in the middle and the last, the people are going to less and less. Yeah, that's funny, very funny. And then when I have experience when I'm going for Taraweh, I ever lose my sandals.
Yes.
When yeah, that's very funny because it's often yeah, it's it's really often I lost my my sandal when doing Taraweh in the mosque.
That
So I
hasn't
have
happened
to
to me yet. So.
so I had to um, going home with barefoot. Yeah, but it's really interesting.
Was it very far? How far are you from your masjid?
Not so far, maybe only 2 kilometers, but I feel really shame, but it's okay. Uh, it's for our
Yeah.
uh, it's okay.
So, John, culturally, it is very common that people steal from the mosque.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially sandals.
Yeah, that's my funny experience when doing tarawih in the mosque. But the most of uh, my experience in the mosque are very convenient, very that, and I'm really excited to meet other people from other uh, what is kampung the village, yeah, other village. We can meet them in the mosque, and it's really grateful.
That's what the nice thing here is we meet so many different people at the masjid. You know, we meet people
Yeah,
from all over the world, so
yeah,
it's kind of fun.
that's
Yeah.
fun. Is there any experience when you're doing tarawih in the mosque that you can share with us?
Nothing funny. just, I don't know. Just almost falling asleep, but nothing funny. I haven't had any weird experiences during Tarawih yet, but I'm sure it will.
Yeah, try to do it in Indonesia, and you can have that funny moment, but not all in all places.
Yeah,
Okay, Miss Sarah. Sarah, hello.
yeah. The hard part for us is, it's a long drive for us, so staying awake while we drive back and forth that's the hard part for us.
Yes. That's your hard part, and our hard part is uh, because Indonesia not only Muslims, there are Buddhists, Hindus, and Christians. And the food store, uh, is really make me want to eat, and I have to hold it. That is the hard part.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
same thing here. Everybody, yeah. There's food everywhere during
yeah.
Ramadan,
That is our hard part.
and and people don't get that. A lot of people will offer me food during the day during Ramadan here, so
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
no thanks.
How about you, Rizky? Your funny moment when you are doing fasting time. Is there any funny moments that you can share with us? Rizky,
Yeah.
Yutala, can you share with us your interesting moment when doing tarawih on others?
Um,
Rizky.
well, I mean, I don't really have a moment like that kind of because we usually just do Tarawih at our house because the closest mosque is an hour away. But all I remember of praying Tarawih is that it's like it goes by really fast because I'm really sleepy.
uh, Mr. John,
Yeah.
when you are doing taraweh, how many rakaat that you are doing in your taraweh?
Oh, 8. We do 8 here. I don't know. Isn't that what
8.
everybody does?
Some
Rizky,
people do it different.
how many rakaat that you are doing when you are doing taraweh?
Okay, I want to give a definite answer, but I can't say because I literally do not remember. So I think you should check with my mom with that one. She'd probably know better, right, mom?
Uh-oh.
We are in Indonesia here doing taraweh in most of us doing 23 rakaat.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, 23 rakaat when we are doing in the mosque. But when we are doing in our home, maybe we are taking the shorter one, only 11 rakaat. 11
Oh,
is the shortest.
Yeah, I 11. 11 sounds right. I think I think we do 11. I'm pretty sure because it's at
How
the
many?
house and it's shorter.
The 23 or yeah, which ones? The 23 or the 11 rakaat?
Ya, yang 11, the 11.
11. Okay. The shortest one. Okay. Hi, Miss Atin, where are you?
Mom?
Sorry,
It's
I, I, mine was stuck for some reason. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
hear you.
Okay. Can you can Lala ask question now?
Okay. I wanna ask something to Rizky.
Rizky, Lala is asking you question.
What did she ask? What did she ask?
Yeah, you ever lived in Indonesia? Can you tell us about differences, fasting culture in there and in Indonesia?
So, like, the differences in culture between America and Indonesia? Is
Yeah, when you
that what
are
you said?
fasting, when you in Ramadan only.
Oh, okay. Um, well, so when I lived in Indonesia 2 years ago, fasting was definitely easier because the days were a lot shorter. One, two, because everyone else is fasting, so it kind of helped encourage me to fast as well. Um, but over here, I don't know, it's a lot harder because first of all, the days are longer. Second of all, like I feel like I'm a pretty active member of my community. So like I do a lot of stuff during the day. Like I go and coach soccer, I go volunteer. So that kind of makes me tired during the day. Um, Plus it's kind of hard when people are constantly like eating and drinking around you. So it's distracting. But I mean, you make the most of it.
Yeah, only because in America, a lot of people can drinking and eating around you when Ramadan, while Ramadan, uh, and that's difficult for you in Ramadan. Sorry,
Yeah, kind of,
my
because
English not
it
very
just
good.
it's a reminder that I can't eat. So then it makes me hungry and thirsty.
Yeah, if I ask you, uh, do you apa sih? Mending milih?
If I wanted to choose,
Ya. fasting in Indonesia or in America?
For
Only in
Ramadan,
Ramadan.
probably Indonesia because yeah, for Ramadan it'd probably be Indonesia because the food in Indonesia is a lot better. Plus, like, es kelapa muda.
Ya, es
I love
kelapa
es
muda.
kelapa muda too. I love es kelapa muda.
Oh, you miss es kelapa muda. Memang nggak ada di sana. Apa sih?
Nggak ada. There is
Oh, nggak
none.
ada. Oh ya. Senang banget Rizky bisa bahasa Indonesia. Oke. Next.
Okay, is there any more questions? John, do you have questions, John?
No. When is everyone coming to visit Minnesota?
Okay. Inshallah, God wills. How about that?
Di mana emang jauh?
Rizky, do you have any questions?
No. I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I'm going to end the session. Thank you, John. Thanks to John and Rizky who have shared their experience about being Muslim in the U.S. We are looking forward to talk about other experiences that you have in our next meeting. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Welcome.
Thank you, John. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Lala, I will